Quick disclaimer before I start. This video is for demonstrational purposes only. If you're a curious person like me and you want to try to make your own natural African black soap, I suggest you use an outside stove to avoid inhaling too much smoke. You'll see what I'm talking about later on in this video. Now, with that out the way, back to the previously scheduled program. We already know from the last video that African black soap is a game changer for your skin and hair. So I'm going to show you how to make your own black soap from scratch without using any toxic synthetic chemicals. This recipe for black soap is really straightforward. All you need is water, oils, and food-grade potash. Potash is a potassium mineral that's mined from over 1,000 meters below the Earth's surface. It's used all over Africa for various reasons. It's used in small quantities in African soup recipes to add thickness, and in meats to help tenderize them quicker. So it's as pure and natural as it gets. Finding potash in the States can be a little tricky. Try looking in any African store in your area. The easiest way to find one is to Google African store near me. They come in pre-measured 2.5 to 3 ounce packs. There are 2 phases to this recipe: breaking down the potash to create your base, and the black soap phase. So here's how to break down the potash. It's really easy. Place the water and the potash into a medium-sized pot. Set the stove to high and bring it to a boil. Reduce the heat to about medium once it starts to boil, and stir occasionally. It should take about 30 minutes for the potash to fully dissolve. From time to time, make sure to scrape the bottom of the pot. Keep a close eye because in no time it's going to start to form bubbles. Turn down the heat and keep stirring. You'll also notice a flaky crust appear. At this point, it's going to dry out pretty fast, so keep stirring and try to scrape up as much as you can. It's a lot easier to gather it all to one side of the pot so it doesn't dry out and harden too fast. Break it up and keep mixing it around. I try to make it a little flat to help it dry out more evenly. It's ready when it starts to look like ground meat. Turn off the stove and set your all-natural base aside. Oh, and don't worry about the hard crust left behind in your pot. The base is water soluble, so it's easy to wash out. This pot should not be used for food. Okay, now that you have your base, you're ready to make your black soap. Place your castor oil and coconut oil in a pot and set the stove to low so it can warm up. It's best to use a deeper pot to prepare the black soap because it's going to foam up pretty high. Measure out 1.8 ounce of your base and mix it with 6 ounces of warm water. Mix it around and let it sit a little so it can dissolve. Pour your solution into the pot of warm oil. Stir and turn up the heat to bring it to a boil. As it boils, the chemical reaction I showed you in this video will start to happen. Keep an eye on it and stir. It'll soon start to produce a lot of smoke. But as you can see, it transforms into something completely different. This happens pretty quickly, so keep a close eye and keep stirring. It soon starts to thicken. Turn down the heat and let it cool before transferring it into a separate jar. What once was potash and oils is now black soap. But wait, before you use it, let it sit open for about 48 hours so the pH can cool off to a safer level. After that, it's ready to use. You can use it as a body wash, or you can dilute it with a little bit of water and use it to wash your hair. Giveaway time! Let's see if you've been paying attention to these 2 videos on black soap. Don't worry, the question's not that hard, but it's important to know. And you can find the answer in one of these videos. What are 2 characteristics to look out for to tell if an African black soap is fake? The winner will be selected randomly and announced on the Green Beauty Channel Instagram page on my birthday, March 12th. The winner will be delivered free of charge a 3 ounce real protein treatment, pH stabilizing spritz, a 4-ounce herbal hot oil treatment, Nigerian black soap, and Ghanaian black soap. As always, to qualify, you must be following this YouTube Green Beauty channel, at Green Beauty Talk on Twitter, and at Green Beauty Channel on Instagram. You can find their links on the bottom left-hand corner of the banner section of this YouTube page, right above the subscribe button. As always, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.